They gon' love me for my ambition.
Oh my God. I can't believe this is real. It's actually here. The Weeknd. El fin de semana. The phrase I invented. He's back again. Sound from CAmbition. Whatever you want to call us. We appreciate you guys. The whole channel. We're back again. The Weeknd, one of the greatest artists of all time, has returned with his 5th studio album. I appreciate every one of you guys who's about to listen to this album with me. We're about to go for a ride. Almost literally, I would have taken an actual drive, but if you don't know, on the East Coast, there's a snowstorm right now in Rhode Island. So the car is literally covered with snow, and I think I'm snowed in my driveway. I really can't get out. But I had to do the reaction for you guys. Right now, I have the Patreon public live. Go patreon.com/CAmbition. Visit the Patreon. We have behind the scenes footage of me about to record this entire Dawn FM process, the project, and I'm going to have a throwback reaction there to the Weeknd's House of Balloons classic mixtape. And a bunch of content. The Trippie Redd interviews on there. We're going to segment that off to people. The blocked interview that went viral and got taken down by YouTube. So we're going to do a lot of more content on Patreon. So go visit that Patreon fast. It just went public. Discord live as well. We have a Discord, the CA server, CAmbition Discord. Go follow that. And we're going to get right to it, man. I've been waiting like crazy. This entire week has been an insane rollout. The Weeknd every day tweeting, every hour tweeting. 4 hours left, 15 minutes left. It's like he's so in tune and so interactive with his fan base. And I think that's one of the things that makes him so great. And every time he drops, It's like a moment in music. And here we have it, Dawn FM. It was supposed to be called, from what I remember, Dawn. The Dawn is coming. Now we have Dawn FM. Maybe like a radio type of vibe. Last night he did perform it live streamed like across the world. And he had like a sort of like a, I want to call it like a house party, or like a like a EDM sort of style party where he was the DJ. He had his old man makeup professionally done, and then everyone else was there dancing and raving, almost like a rave event. And he was playing the album, DJing the album. So maybe that is like I haven't heard none of the songs. Only Take My Breath, which I didn't love. I'm gonna be honest. Check out the reaction to that separately. We have it up, the Take My Breath single, when it came out. I was a bit critical of it, but who knows, it might sound better on the album. But I don't know if we're gonna get like a radio aesthetic, or maybe like something that you could play in your car. I don't know what's gonna happen. After Hours was so strong. Can he live up to that? You know, in a pop level, can he live up to After Hours? Can he live up to the nostalgia of the trilogy series, the mixtapes from that era? We don't know what can happen. We know he's the Weeknd, one of the greatest artists to ever live, so he could do what the fuck he wants, and people are going to love it. But there's gonna be some criticism no matter what. So we're gonna get into with the album. Mind you, I have coronavirus. Well, I might not have it. Still, I gotta get tested. There's no testing today. I feel like I might be negative. I'm gonna get tested tomorrow. But as of now, I have coronavirus. But I'm doing this for you guys. Almost 2 years to the exact date of After Hours release in March of 2020. We have 2022 January, Dawn FM, his 5th studio album. Everything else was either a mixtape or a compilation, a highlight album. Studio official albums, there's 5. And this is the 5th one in a matter of 2 years. He's sometimes back-to-back. I think Beauty Behind the Madness and then Starboy was back-to-back years. But then he does take some breaks. This is kind of like a mix of both, because it feels like it's not a break because After Hours was so strong, but technically it was a break. So now we have Dawn FM. Let me get into it and stop fucking talking because I'm fucking annoying. Let's fucking go! Track 1! Oh, shit. Fuck, it's happening.
You are now listening to 103.5 Dawn FM. Been in the dark for way too long. It's time to walk into the light. Scared? Don't worry. We'll be there to hold your hand. Just relax and enjoy another hour of commercial-free music.
Alright. Already amazing. Fuck. I want to enjoy the music though, but I gotta break it down a little bit. I gotta listen to the whole album. Fuck! Jim Carrey. The best comedic actor of all time. One of the most famous voices of all time. Narrating an album. It is a radio vibe. Shout out to Vince Staples. He has a radio album called FM. Exclamation mark. Underrated album. Go check it out. Hosted by Big Boy. I know my music shit. Now we have The Weeknd. Should I shut the fuck up? I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Fuck. My body's aching. Who is that? Is that Abel?
It's 5 a.m. my time again. I'm calling it.
Who the fuck is that?
I wrap my hands around your neck. You love it when I squeeze. It's 5 a.m. I'm high again, and you can see that I'm yes. I want you 'cause we're both the same. And if I finally die in peace, and pour out the gasoline. It's 5 a.m. I'm nihilist. I know there's nothing.
It's 5 a.m. I'm nihilist. Oh my god. I gotta keep it going. I want to enjoy the album, guys. I'm sorry. We'll break it down at the end. This is not for you. This is for me now.
We're going back in time. I'd like to see you try.
I'll let my body do the reacting.
I'll fix your mushroom tea. It doesn't faze you. I need a breakthrough. It's quite unusual. Seeking approval. But I said,
I already know the song.
I'll teach you how to shine. All the things you tolerated. It's quite unusual. Seeking approval.
Transition. I might like the song now. Fuck.
Take my breath.
Is this the extended version?
I saw the fire in your eyes. It's like a dream. What she feels with me. Her fantasy is okay with me. Take my breath.
We had him wrong, guys. We had him wrong. Maybe you should have had dropped a fucking single. Maybe you should have just dropped the whole album. And we would have had got you. We had you wrong. We had you wrong. Because that Take My Breath shit, I was like, what the fuck is this? But you listen to the album entirely sequenced into Take My Breath. I feel like I'm talking too much. Why am I talking too much? Oh, transition!
The winter nights don't ever sleep. So this life, every time you try to fix me, I know you never find one. Always sacrifice your love for more. Hold you through the toughest parts when you feel like it's the end. 'Cause
Michael Jackson vibes. Very Michael Jackson-esque, but in a respectful way. Oh my god. Wow.
oh, baby, I hope you know I love.
Wow. Very Michael Jackson vibe. Very similar to Take My Breath, where he does that sort of like drop. Like the beat and like the verse ending, then it goes into the hook, but the beat picks up. I love that production. Wow. A Tale by Quincy Jones.
And
And it's like raising kids, man. If you weren't raised, you don't know how to raise, you know? I'll never forget watching my mother. She was diagnosed with dementia precox and put in a mental institution. I later had an evil stepmother. Whenever I got too close to the woman, I would cut her off. Looking back as a bitch, isn't it?
Looking back as a bitch, isn't it? Wow. I'm sorry, Quincy, you went through so much. I'm assuming that's what it was. I'm definitely familiar with Quincy Jones. I know my music shit. I'm not an idiot, guys. But I don't ever knew his actual story of his personal life. I know everything he's done in the culture, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and that's just one of many accomplishments he has. But if that's obviously, because that's not Weeknd's story. So the story by Quincy, okay, on Weeknd's album, to kind of give perspective on relationships. I like that. I like that. I like that. Let's keep it going. Out of Time.
I've been so cold to the ones who love me, baby. Remember when I held you? Say I love you, girl, but I'm out of time. But I'm out of time. Say that I'm here for you, but I said I'm too late to make you mine. Out of time.
Still more music to come before you're completely engulfed in the light you see in the distance. Free from all trauma, pain, guilt, and shame. Here's 30 minutes of easy listening to some slow tracks on FM.
Strike a pose when my kid falls. Catalog looking legendary. Ring froze like it's February. And you didn't expect to fall for me once you got this deal. But instead you ended up with someone so basic, faceless. And my new girl, she a movie star. Baby girl, she a movie star. Here we go again.
Although this love is strong to me, some things can change, go wrong. We don't need the government involved because we like to touch. And then Pag gon' save my ass if these feelings freeze. You gon' sign this prenup. You gon' sign this prenup.
Wow, I gotta keep the album going. It's so
but we can't get close. You're my best friend now.
oh my, what the?
Oh, is there someone else or not? Is there someone else or not? I only met you in my dreams before.
Transition.
And now you're my reality. And I shot it too. Let me be there. Let me be there. Cause the last time it was way too strong. Let me love you. Let me love you. If you can kick me, kick me.
If I cried out, even if they pressed me against their heart, very angels terrified. Intense, graphic, thought-provoking, technically and visually stunning. Cinema like you've never seen it before. Critics say Afterlife makes your current life look like a total comatose snooze fest. And when you order the best of your current life collection series, you'll enter a world beyond your imagination. Call 1-800-414-4444.
What the hell? That was a pure transition.
Drowning in the purple lights, darkness shining right. Girl I used to love, we broke up in the club. Now I know she wasn't right for me. Don't you break my heart.
Are you hearing this album?
You've been in control. I'm bumping through my ears. These words I need to hear. Then do yourself a favor and just leave it. I heard you married, girl.
Can't be your savage, this shit ain't fly, bitch. Can't be your pilot. If I ain't your husband, I can't be your hybrid. I bet he treat you like Virgin Mary. You like it dirty and I'm dirty Harry.
Weezy!
I'm still in love with you, where the love at? Walk down the aisle, I can make you run back. Tell hubby I kill him, no hubcap.
Whoa, I heard you married, girl. I knew that this was too.
He's lowering the volume. That's not me. That's Abel. Transition.
Remember I was a hero. I know I'll always be less than zero. 'Cause I can't get it out of my head. Yeah. I'll always be less than zero.
Wow. Oh, man. Last song.
You're tuned to Dawn FM, the middle of nowhere on your dial. You may be here a while. Now that all future plans have been postponed, if the pain's living on when your body's long gone, and you have to wait here when you're not all there yet. Bang it, gone, get it on.
Jim Carrey, bitch! Actually, I need my phone. Where do I begin? The Weeknd's 5th album, Dawn FM. I don't know if I should say it. I could be dramatic. Off first listen, let me be a bit more realistic in the statement. Has the potential to be his best project he's ever released. I can argue his most conceptual. I can argue my favorite now. I'm very much a House of Balloons guy. Very classic nostalgia, SoundCloud era, growing up. OVO, XO, that whole nostalgia. But this sort of pop R&B sound that he's taken and revolutionized. You saw glimpses of it, obviously, on Starboy. You saw it kind of perfected on After Hours. I didn't think he could take it to another level. He did it here. But it wasn't necessarily even a pop. This is a full concept album. It starts off very house, very upbeat, take my breath, that energy, played at a party. And then it gets to the interlude vibe where Jim Carrey's like, talking about slowing it down, love, and then you get towards this slowing down but happier vibe towards the end of the album. Beautifully executed. You're literally on a journey towards dawn, towards the sun rising, towards that, light at the end of the tunnel. Perfectly well said, right? Favorite song, I will say, it might be Here We Go Again or Best Friends. It might be Here We Go Again. That's my favorite Weeknd. I'm biased. I like when he starts like this rapping, similar to, Reminder off Starboy. I like when he does that sort of rapping bag, but like R&B still. And he did it on the Lil Wayne mixtape as well. Damn. This has got me speechless though. I didn't think it was going to be like this. Now, I said in the beginning, is it going to be radio? It kind of is. The interludes, the ending of the songs, the intro, outro, sort of narration throughout the whole album by Jim Carrey, and sometimes Weeknd gives it that sort of like turning on the radio, welcome to Don FM. I like that. I like that a lot. But it makes me, if I was him, I would make this like a thing. I know he has that radio show on Apple Music, Memento Mori. I guess it's separate from this, but he should have made this that, you know. But he did do that live stream, which was epic last night. I didn't even watch it fully or at all. I saw like clips, but I will be rewatching it if it's able to be rewatched. But my thing is like, this is crazy. Like, it's a moment. He did this with After Hours, and I thought it couldn't have been replicated. I don't think he necessarily replicated that. It's almost, I don't want to say bigger. It's just, it feels different and almost more powerful. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say. After Hours was you could put it on shuffle. It had different vibes, but then it was still that sound, that Weeknd pop sound, very high. This right here is a concept album, and it has glimpses of almost each one of his albums he's released, in my opinion. And then you can argue it's similar to the Bruno Mars Silk Sonic sound, Thriller Michael Jackson sound, a little bit Purple Rain Prince, and then that's really much it. Like, it's like a combination of all the greats, right? And then you got The Weeknd, and then you have it narrated by a perfect person who's comedic, but yet when he gets serious, he's one of the best as well. Method actor, full-on performance entertainer, and he's fucking riding along with you the whole album. This was beautiful. The production, high level production. Every fucking song, high level production. You cannot argue nothing about the fucking production. This is as high as production could go. And it's like, damn, man. How are you going to do this so close to After Hours and still be as impactful? This shit might sell 1 million in a week. And if it doesn't, then motherfuckers is deaf. The whole album, I'm not talking about songs. The whole album is very powerful. Now, if we want to say song-wise, I don't know. You got to pick your own favorites, because obviously After Hours had his moments and his big major songs. Like, to this day, Blinding Lights might be his biggest song in history, right? Blinding Lights. He has those moments here, but it's like he doesn't weigh heavy on making a Blinding Lights or making a Star Boy. I feel like on this, he's not aiming to do none of that. He's not trying to do like a pop hit song. He's making a classic album. This sounds like a classic album. Am I going crazy? And then you have the Jim Carrey ending, where it's like describing purgatory. For those who don't know about religion, especially Christianity, purgatory is the space in between you and heaven, earth and heaven. You're going into heaven. It's almost like the waiting room. And that's a perfect way to describe this album, especially towards the end, where it's like picking up this happiness, joy. You feel like you're in purgatory. Like, you feel like you're about to go full on happy, but not yet. Like, he still has dark tones. You know, it's not necessarily dandelions and sunflowers and fucking carrots and eggs and Bugs Bunnies. It's not that shit. It's still a little bit crack cocaine. You can still do a little line to the song. It's amazing. And then it's like, people always joke around with him. He does drugs, or this is the coke music, and this and that. Man, I'll tell you this much. At the end of the day, is music. And I think that's the drug. That's what is getting people high, is his music. He might be getting high off his own supply. And at the end of the day, this shit is fucking amazing. You cannot argue against the greatness of Abel. He's the best when it comes to projects. Single-wise, it can be, as of late, hit or miss. Take My Breath From Me was like, what is this? I was very confused, but now with the whole album, it makes perfect sense. I still need to see more visuals to understand the cover art. But maybe it's like reminiscent of the theme, where it's a journey through life, and then he's aging. I don't know, man. I just think it's fire. I think it's fire. Now he has something to do. When he goes out, he has the old man makeup, and now that's the theme for this album. Last time around was beat up, you know, he was bleeding, having the head wraps, glasses, scars, red tux. Now we have a new aesthetic. Next album, what the fuck is he gonna do? Go bald? El fin de semana. Next album, do more Spanish vibes, and then go bald. Shave your head. Fuck. That's the cops. Next album, go bald, shave your head, and do a full, not full, maybe half Spanish vibe. Because that's the only way, where else can you take it to? Unless he gets into his rapping bag. This is, it's like he's peaking, man. Wow, oh. I feel like I'm rambling because it's just so good. It's so good. It's so good. Every song, man. Tyler, Creator feature, amazing. He had to put the prenup line in there. He had to. Perfect. Breakup, makeup, relationship record, perfect. Lil Wayne doing his thing. Lil Wayne has been on a feature run like his fucking 2009 again. Killing everything he touches. And then here we have him doing it again. Hubby, hubcap. That's all off the top. Lil Wayne doesn't write his lyrics, guys. He's a freestyler. Jim Carrey, Quincy Jones doing their thing. And then the production, amazing. Who the fuck produced this? Was it The Weeknd? Who the fuck is producing all these amazing songs? Okay, Swedish House Mafia did a couple songs here. Wow, it makes sense. It makes sense. I can see that. Nah, this is amazing. You're now listening to 103.5 Dawn FM. If you've been in the dark for way too long, it's time to walk into the light and accept your fate. Yo, this is wow. Wow. If I have to rate the album, I'm going to give it off bat, first listen, a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for me, the Weeknd album. Dawn FM. Dawn FM. After Hours, I loved it, but I would probably give it a 8.5, and I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10. I like this album better. Cohesively as a project. If you want to pick songs apart, do your thing. As a project, Dawn FM, I love it. It might be his best album. You can argue that. I love Starboy. You know, I love Kissland. Beauty Behind the Madness. This is up there, though. This is up there. We'll talk about that as years progress. Comment down below. Share your opinion on the Weeknd album. Dawn FM, how do you guys feel about it? Thank you for enjoying the experience with me. It felt like a whole orgasm for the fucking 50 minutes of the album playing. And name your favorite tracks. Am I crazy? Rate the album below in the comments. Call me crazy, whatever the fuck you want to do. Go to my Patreon. I have a reaction up there to House of Balloons throwback reaction, and also behind the scenes of this process of recording this reaction to you, for you guys, to Dawn FM with the Weeknd. Oh my God, Abel, you've reposted us. You've reposted me on Instagram, doing reactions to After Hours. You know who we are. You've tweeted at us. Please, please. First of all, our Instagram got taken down. Our Twitter got taken down. Unfortunate year for us, 2021. 2022, we shall see how we progress. We got the Patreon. We got the Discord. Can you guys please, please tag the Weeknd. Send him this reaction. I want to somehow connect with him. I want him to get in the vehicle. He can join the passenger seat. I want to interview him. Not necessarily about gossip, but just about music. I really want to talk with the guy. He's a special human being. It might not happen. It's definitely a far-fetched idea. But even hanging out with him, it doesn't even have to be on camera. Shout out to you, Abel. Shout out to the Weeknd. Shout out to the EXO team. Oh my God, he did it again. He did it again, guys. CAmbition, follow me. Sound at It's a Vibe. Merch out right now. CAmbition.shop. Go shop for the merch. New Year. Happy New Year, everyone out there. And until next time, I bid you adieu. I'm out.
They gon' love me for my ambition.